The TorbayHour Radio Show. Brought to you by the Babacom Inn Christmas Party Night.
Good evening, it is the TorbayHour Radio Show, and we do know that it's not Christmas. However, it's just the way it is.
Well, you know.
So, Martin's in the studio as well tonight. We've got all the usual fun and frolics. We have got the 140-second pitches. We've got our account of the week as well. We would like you to get in touch with us. If you've never listened to the show before, we talk and we tweet business for an hour in Torbay and South Devon. It's as easy as that. Has it been a good week? Start of the new year?
It's always good in the hood.
Words I never thought I'd hear you say.
The hood that is Torbay.
Dear, oh dear. Well, world coming to.
Oh, no.
Yes, right. So if there's something which you think is important, if you think Torbay and South Devon's business community need to know, then get in touch tonight. The easiest way is, of course, by Twitter. Go for it.
TorbayHour or at Torbay_hour.
Easy as that. Now, still people say to me, how do I listen to the TorbayHour Radio Show? Now, this is kind of preaching to the converted if you're listening now, because obviously you know. But tell your friends, get the TuneIn Radio app, search for Music Mill FM, it's the easiest way. Or make sure you're following either ourselves, the Music Mill, or the TorbayHour, and we will regularly tweet the link to make sure you're listening to the show. So maybe you're listening to this on the catch-up service which we offer, which sounds very posh, on the YouTube channel. If you're listening on there and you want to find out how to listen, just click on the links and you will be able to listen.
Dead easy.
It is, isn't it? Right, shall we get straight on to business, so to speak? It's time for a bit of this.
The featured accounts with the Works Torbay. Flexible, affordable workspace. A new way of working and doing business.
Okay, our featured account this week is the guys and the girls from Cayman Golf. It's Dan up there, and Dan, I think we can probably guess what you do.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, my wife and I have just taken over Cayman Golf in Churston. It's an 18-hole short golf course. It's sort of fun for all the family. We use a slightly different golf ball than usual. Goes about 80% of the distance. But yeah, we've just taken over, and we're really enjoying it so far.
Now, I mean, traditionally, I guess people have always thought golf was the preserve of the famous and the rich, because it's very elitist, really. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that still the case?
Not at all. No, it's there's been a big change in golf in general over the past decade or so. I'm actually a professional golfer based at Churston Golf Club still as well. So I'm kind of using the knowledge I've got there to kind of give people another option. I think with memberships of golf clubs, it can be quite off-putting when you've got to lay out, I suppose, £200 for a junior or £600-700 for an adult. So we're kind of offering a more affordable alternative at sort of £6.50 a round or £4.50 for children, but just as much fun, just as realistic. It is still golf. The course is in great condition. So yeah, hopefully we can cater to other people that might not traditionally be attracted to golf.
Now, I mean, some famous quote, isn't there, is that golf is a great walk ruined through the countryside, isn't it? I mean, you've got some spectacular views. Does the course count as a links course?
Well, not exactly. We've got a couple of big water features on the course. Churston down the road is sort of traditional links course. It's out and back along the coast, along the sea. We are a kind of a parkland course with sort of tree-lined fairways. There is water features, but no, I think we're sort of more defined our holes with trees running down each of the fairways. And I've said before, absolutely great condition. That's the one thing that I've noticed since being involved there is we have a lot of novices come, which is great, but a lot of actual golfers that are members of clubs and such that come to us, and they say that the course at Cayman is as good a condition, if not better condition, than their own course. So that's really good to hear.
Excellent. Now let's take this right back to the start then. So say someone's decided that, right, okay, 2015 is start of the new year, we're going to get out, we're going to do some exercise, we've decided we're going to do some golf, because let's face it, it's good for business as well. What can you offer the complete novice, or maybe someone who's returning to the sport as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you don't need any equipment to come to us. We supply all the equipment, all the balls. Obviously, I can offer tuition as well if it is a returning or a complete novice. I can do that based at Cayman Golf as well now. The great thing about Cayman is that it takes about 2 hours to go round, whereas an actual round of golf would take, I'd say, sort of 4.5 hours. And I think what we're finding at the moment, or I'm noticing with my role that runs alongside Cayman, is people just haven't got that amount of time anymore. So we are obviously a faster alternative, and you don't have to take up the whole day. You can still come, you can have a lot of fun and a great course, but then you can still have the time to do everything else everyone needs to do. So yeah, I think we can kind of offer a really good package at Cayman for anyone really of any ability.
Now, I always describe my golf as great value because I get twice the amount of strokes that everybody else does. So it's obviously something, if you're going around in half the time, because I remember I played a course, bearing in mind I haven't played in years and I am terrible, I mean really bad. Played a course, it was one of these things where they invite you along to try it, and we played the opening 9, got back to the clubhouse and they said, did you enjoy the round, what did you think of the 16th? And we were like, we've only done 9. So it sounds like the ideal thing. Now I want to pick up, you said earlier on that you were using a different type or a special kind of ball that only went 80% of the distance. Is that a good thing?
Yeah, I think it is. It's obviously we're not on the same scale size as a sort of a Churchton Golf Club or a Dainton Golf Club, but having this Cayman golf ball still enables you to hit full shots, because if we were using a real golf ball, there would be, I suppose, a lot of half shots and things like that. But this Cayman ball, I said it goes about 75, 80% of the full distance, enables you to still hit full shots. So it still, I guess, feels like you're hitting the ball as hard, as far as you like to. And it's great. And from a safety point of view as well, because we are sort of kind of not restricted for space, but I like a slightly smaller scale, and we're trying to attract young children and sort of beginners to the game. We want to get as many people on the golf course as possible, but safely. So I think it works really well.
So you're talking there about young people. What kind of age can you start getting children involved in the sport, and are they actually getting something out of it?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's getting younger. I'm seeing a lot of children aged sort of 4 and 5 at the moment come in for lessons and starting. I think on average it tends to be about 6 years old, but I think the younger the better. I think we just want to get as many people playing golf as possible, and it might just be giving them a club and letting them sort of have a smash around themselves. Or
not smashing around themselves, obviously.
Well, no, hopefully not smashing each other. No, definitely not. But yeah, I think sort of trying to get as many. One of my big things is with junior golf and trying to get as many young people sort of playing golf as possible and giving them the chance to. Because I think, like I said, a lot of people would be put off by costs and things like that. So that's what we're the younger side of golf and family fun as well.
Okay, now if we've decided we're going to pitch up, do we need to have the special shoes with the spikes on?
Not at all. That's again dress code. We are as relaxed as can be. In the summer, you turn up and you see people in obviously shorts, vests, flip flop. You don't need to wear anything. Obviously, you do need to wear something. Nothing at all. But there's no strict dress code to keep to at all. Sort of trainers are fine. Obviously, flip flops in the summer, jeans, t-shirts. We're as relaxed as you possibly can be on that front. Again, to try and appeal to as many people as possible.
Have you ever found anyone's found that a bit kind of like, and they look down at you, or is everyone kind of making it all inclusive?
That Yeah, exactly that, Rick. At the moment we're going through a thing. Obviously, we're trying to get out to as many people as possible, and I think a lot of people that are members of golf clubs kind of almost maybe turn their nose up and see us as a pitch and putt when we are a lot more than that. But kind of we're trying to get the message that just come and try it, because once people try it, well, they're generally kind of hooked and they love the whole concept of it. But we're not one of these big country clubs. We're never going to be. We don't really want to be. So yeah, it's just the message is just come and give it a go. I think you'll like it. And I think a lot of people also like the fact when they get there, it is so relaxed. Everyone gets on with everybody. And just has a good laugh, really.
We'll ignore the hooked gag in there and talk about the clubhouse facilities, the 19th hole. So what have you got when maybe there's someone who wants to sit there and read a book for a couple of hours while other members of the family go out and play?
Yeah, definitely. We've got a small professional shop. It's well stocked. We sell obviously the golf clothing and things like that for the people that are interested. The basic sort of hats, gloves, and things like that you might want to use for golf. We've got sort of small food and sort of tea, coffee, confectionery sort of things available. So yeah, you literally need nothing. You can just come along, sort of warm weather, cold weather, and we can supply you with hot drinks, cold drinks. And we've got a nice picnic area outside, which is very popular on Sunday. That was filled. We also have a barbecue that kind of is to use for like the stag do's, the children's birthday parties that we do, the work do's. So you can make your stay kind of as long or short as you want. But yeah, you can really sort of have a good time and have a bit of a party with us if you want.
You had me at barbecues, but there you are.
Absolutely,
right.
Yeah.
How do we get in touch?
You can visit the Facebook page, the Cayman Facebook page, and you can message us on there. You can phone us on our Cayman Golf Direct, and the number is 01803 845 909.
Okay, and if we want to just pop down and see you, where do we find you?
We are just past the go-karts on the way into Brixham, so in Churston, on the left-hand side, first left after the go-kart, just past the farm shop. Drive up the drive, and you might not sort of know we're there. You drive down quite a long drive. We're quite sort of off the beaten track, well back from the road. And when you get there, you probably won't believe just how big we are and how much land is actually there.
Brilliant. Well, listen, we look forward to trying you, and thank you for being our account of the week this week.
No, thank you very much.
Featured accounts with the Works Torbay. Flexible, affordable workspace. A new way of working and doing business.
Okay, well done to the guys from Cayman Golf. So check them out online. And you never know, you could be having a round down there soon.
It's always good down there. I've been down a few times. I do like it.
As I said, I haven't played golf in many years. I always find it deeply embarrassing, so maybe I'll go and try them. You never know.
Well, maybe we'll both go down and we can embarrass each other.
Oh, that sounds like
we'll be there for years.
Embarrassing idea. Anyway, now, tonight on the show, you are going to be our guest, as well as telling us what's going on in the Twitter feed, so you're going to have to concentrate.
Definitely concentrating.
Tonight.
Yeah, this is where it all goes wrong.
We're going to talk about one of the things which was a mystery to me until quite recently, actually, which is analytics and data and the information that you can get from Twitter. When I first got online with it, I thought it was just this fairly inane, way of saying, I'm on the toilet, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning the car. But there obviously is so much more to it. I'm sort of thoroughly converted to using it as a business tool, which is obviously why we're all here. But there is so much sort of back-end information in terms of finding out about the people that are viewing your tweets, which I'm still discovering on a daily basis. You can look at the kind of things that your customers are looking at, the kind of people they're following.
Yeah, it's up until sort of now, the main measure of how successful you are on Twitter has always been follower numbers, which is fine if you have a wide reach. And I like to think TorbayHour does give people a wider reach to get more followers and things like that. But it's a lot of work, and it's not really the best measurement, because you can have a lot of followers, but they're not quality followers.
Now, I noticed, this week I got... went through, or one of the people actually tweeted and said, aha, you're now my 666th follower, you're the devil follower. All of a sudden, a couple of days ago, woke up and it dropped down by about 15 or 20. Does that mean that 15 or 20 people have literally just said, oh, we don't want to follow him anymore? Or is there some kind of automatic process where accounts being deleted, or where Twitter say, well, that's not valid, or it's inappropriate, and stop them following people?
Potentially. There are a lot of spam followers.
Right.
They'll follow you and they'll say, pay me $5.99 and I will get you 40,000 followers. And you look and they have 50. And you think, well, something's a bit wrong there. Pay yourself $5.99. Why not? Sometimes they do disappear and your number does drop. It might be you say something and someone goes, you know what? I don't agree with you on that. I'm going to unfollow you. Or, one of our big problems on TorbayHour is we tweet a hell of a lot. Thank you for staying with us when we tweet so much. And some people just will look at that and go, you know what, you're filling up my timeline. I can't find what I want to find because all I can find is you. So thanks, but no thanks.
Right.
That's fine. That I can fully appreciate that. So follower numbers isn't really the one you want to look at. And now Twitter have released this website called Twitter Analytics, you can actually see so much more, and you can see and be so much more detailed about what is going on with your Twitter feed and what's going on with what you say.
Now, I got mildly obsessed with this because you as soon as you tweet something, you can see how many people have looked at it, the kind of reach, how people have interacted with it and stuff like that. And initially I saw it over someone's shoulder in the office and thought, wow, that must cost a fortune, that kind of data, because that's... it is really valuable business data to know the accounts that your followers are following, to know the kind of things that they're interested in, is very valuable marketing data. And yet it's free.
Yes, exactly. It's completely free. All you do is you just search Twitter Analytics, or it's analytics.twitter.com, and it'll come up with your... it'll come up with your Twitter feed. You don't have to sign in or anything like that. As long as you're signed into Twitter on that computer, it will come up with your feed, and then it just shows you a hell of a lot of information.
Now, I think you have to log into it, and then there's no data, and it starts logging it from that point, doesn't it?
Yes, that's a fair point.
So you can't suddenly go, because this was the thing, I got all excited thinking, well, how have we done since we started? But it won't show you that. It
will show you some things. Like if there's a follower button there, and we'll get onto that probably in a bit later, but it shows you your growth from 0. So you can, theoretically, if you know when you started doing TorbayHour, you could say, okay, how successful has TorbayHour been for me? Have my followers grown as a result of using TorbayHour? And things like that. And it's also things like your reach and your impressions and your engagement and things like that you can see. So how are people interacting with your tweets?
Right, define some of that. Reach is
your... well, it's exactly what it says. It's your it's how far your tweets are reaching. So, you might have 100 followers. You might tweet us, and we tweet it to 4,000. So your reach has then grown.
Oh, okay.
Your impressions are how many people. So yes, we have 4,000 followers, but 4,000 people aren't always going to be on at any one time. So it's how many people that has actually appeared in that person's timeline. Right.
Okay. Some of these definitions, they're really worth knowing, because you can be chasing the wrong kind of data, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. Right. And that's the thing. As I say, follower numbers aren't necessarily the best measure of how well you're doing on Twitter.
Right.
Because you could have 10,000 followers, but tweeting all at the wrong time and not gaining that interaction with people.
I was looking at, I can't remember which particular pop star is really, Taylor Swift or something like that, where they got like 16 point something million followers or more than that. That's like kind of everyone on Twitter.
Yeah. I think it's the one with the highest Twitter followers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But as an example of how wrong the measurement is on Twitter followers is, if you look at Instagram, I think it was recently, they did a cull. They did a cull of accounts that weren't being used. They did a cull of accounts that were spam accounts, and people lost millions of followers.
Oh, right.
Some people left Instagram because their follower numbers just hit the floor. So, yes, it's a brilliant thing. You know, we're one of the worst for it. Every time we hit a new 100 followers, me and James will tweet each other and go, "Yay!" It is a big boost. It is a nice thing to get, but it's not the most important thing.
Much like everything else, it's down to quality rather than quantity.
Indeed, yeah.
Okay, I think we will pause for thought on that one and reflect and do one of these.
The 140-second pitch, sponsored by Torbay Discount Card, Torbay's community discount card.
Okay, now the start of the year, people start thinking about moving house, and I think, if memory serves, this is the point when people statistically start putting their house on the market and things sort of start building up towards springtime, when they can get a new house and presumably start spring cleaning. But our first 140-second pitch tonight is from an estate agent. Stop groaning at the back. Ewan, go for it.
Hi, my name's Ewan. I'm the Managing Director of Torbay Home Sales. We are Torbay's fixed fee estate agent. I'll just give you a bit of a background as to what it is we do, how we started. We launched about 3 months ago in response to what we seem to be an outdated industry. There's two types of estate agent. There's traditional and there's online agents. Your traditional ones are the ones you see down the high street. They offer you a full service. They'll accompany your viewings, attend your market appraisals. They'll offer local knowledge, but they do generally charge a higher fee. Now, in the last year, we've seen the rise of the online agents. They offer more of a limited service. They're generally out of the area, but you do save money going with them. However, there isn't anything currently in between. So we launched Torbay Home Sales in reaction to this, and having previously worked in a traditional estate agent environment, I have seen firsthand the limitations that the model presents. I'm also excited by the rise of the online agencies, and I want to kind of marry the two. I guess we're Torbay's first hybrid agent. We offer a full service, accompany viewings and market appraisals 7 days a week, with knowledge and expertise. And we offer a low fixed fee of just £995 for any property. It's only payable upon the sale of the property, so there's no sale, no fee. We found that the general issues that people have with estate agents as they are that they charge too much, they're hard to get hold of, and you get tied in for a very lengthy contract, at the end of which you're not very happy about. In reaction to this, we have obviously introduced the fixed fee. We are very cheap compared to general other estate agents. We also brought in a 2-week rolling contract. So as opposed to tying in for 3, 4, 5 months at a time, it will be 2 weeks rolling. All we ask is that if you're not happy with how it's going, just to give us written notice, we'll leave it at that. Obviously, we hope that our endeavours will be appreciated and you will let us carry on to try and sell your property. If you want to find out more, you can get in touch. It's www.torbayhomesales.com or 01803 611 575.
Well done, Ewan. Thank you very much. The 140-second pitch. If you hadn't grasped the idea, basically we give you 140 seconds. Twitter gives you 140 characters, and you get a chance to pitch your business. He did very well. So I think that completes our top trump set. We've had accountants, we've had lawyers, we've had estate agents.
I think we've got you covered from move to sale.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We're fine. Oh, we've had financial advice and mortgages as well.
Yeah, and we've had storage.
Wow.
There you go.
We've had everything. What's going on the TorbayHour tonight?
Right, so we've got a few newbies. We've got Devon Pixels. They've been recommended by Boost Torbay, so thank you very much, guys. Damac Groundwork. They've been recommended by Torbay Design. So there's a lot of referrals going on.
Which is great. Just seen the Virtual Jet Centre have, and this is, I know they've just opened up in this neck of the woods, chance to fly a flight simulator.
Yeah, James has been on that. It looks brilliant. It really did look good.
Can't wait to have a go on that. It does look good. If you've ever fancied flying a plane, check them out. Virtual Jet Centre, they are there. What else we got?
That's fine. ENI_marketing, they're new on tonight as well. At Hibilio, they've got a live web chat on Wednesday at 2:00 on carbon monoxide leaking and things like that. So if that's something that worries you, tune into that one. A big congratulations to Disco Junction. They've just become an uncle to a beautiful little girl.
Oh, congratulations.
So he's been posting pictures and things like that. So congratulations to them and congratulations to the parents. Get your sleep in while you can, and Disco Junction will do any babysitting you like. Vix Bricks, she's been tweeting from Tenerife. She's been posting on Facebook all week.
Okay.
pictures and stuff like that, so I'm going off rapidly at the moment. And Karen Cakes is saying about Totnes Good Food on Sunday. She also tweeted that with a picture of a cake, and Dot's Pantry have been tweeting pictures of cakes as well, so they're all tormenting me.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, it is tormenting, isn't it?
That's I know, no cake. Yeah. See, no cake here
I know.
Today.
I sent a photograph of an empty desk earlier on.
Even my wife was tweeting earlier going, he's doing quite well so far, yes.
He has no cake.
He has no cake.
Right, it's time for a musical interlude. It's time for a song from Sarah Yo. Now, Sarah recorded here at the Music Mill. Her EP came out in the summer. She was tweeting actually in the middle of the week. There's a new video out and about for this very tune. It's called Be Happy on the TorbayHour radio show.
You lost your way. You used to have things to say. Now your words get twisted out of shape. Now you need to be dragged from your bed. There's no room in your head. You're feeling blue and I know that your color is red. Wanna see you smile again. Wanna hear you sing again. Wanna see that sparkle back in your eyes. So get up and put your face on. Go put your best pair of jeans on. Come on, come on, come on, and just be happy. Get out and fill your lungs up. You gotta get your confidence up. Come on, come on, come on, and just be happy, yeah. And just be happy, yeah. And just be happy. Friend, tell me what I should do. You know that I tell the truth. You can have my ear, I choose. You're losing a hold of your grip. Nothing seems to fit. Now you put yourself in your own harm's way. Wanna see you smile again. Wanna hear you sing again. Wanna see that sparkle back in your eyes. So get up and put your face on. Go put your best pair of jeans on. Come on, come on, come on, and just be happy. Get up and fill your lungs up. Gotta get your confidence up. Come on, come on, come on, and just be happy, yeah. Oh, and just be happy, yeah. And just be happy. Oh, you can be strong again. Strong again. Oh, you're old enough. Don't let it beat you down. Oh, you can be strong again. Strong again. And all like this, you better make it down. Yeah. So get up and put your face on. Go put your best pair of jeans on. Come on, come on, come on, and just be happy. Get up, fill your lungs up. Gotta get your confidence up. Come on, come on, come on, and just be happy. Get up and put your face on. Go put your best pair of jeans on. Come on, come on, come on, and just be happy. Get up and fill your lungs up. Gotta get your confidence up. Come on, come on, come on, just be happy, yeah.
Sarah Yo and Be Happy on the TorbayHour radio show. And we spared you some pain there because Martin was singing during that song.
I was miming. It's fine.
That's what you think. It's coming up to 8:30. It is Monday night. Where it's the 12th of January. Is it me or does Christmas seem like many, many weeks ago?
It does feel like a long time ago, doesn't it?
God, dear, oh dear.
But
Just a
then,
bit.
I mean, if you wait, Disco Junction will tell us how many days I've got until the next one. I'm sure he usually does every week.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yes. Right, it really is busy tonight online. What's going on? I think everyone's come back from the new year and said, right, let's crack on and do some business. What have we got
it's
coming
great.
in?
So ER attractions that are on, they're saying that many of their attractions are open during January, so it's a good chance to get in and have a look around and enjoy the attractions before the tourists get
Well,
here.
this is the thing, actually. There are so many attractions. I'll put my hands up and say we went to Kent's Cavern a bit longer than that, maybe 2 or 3 months ago. That was the first time I think I'd been. My wife and daughter had been many times, but it was the first time I'd been in it. I don't know how many years. And it's great. And if you've never tried some of the things, and there is that kind of inverse rule, isn't there? The nearer you live to something, the less likely you are to do it.
Yes, indeed.
If people live in London, they've probably never been to the Tower of London.
Well,
But anyway, yeah, so if there are so many things around here to do, just get out there and do them.
you can't say you're bored around here.
Definitely
There's
not.
so much to
Definitely
do.
not. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway, so game_on_guy, he's asking if there's any gamers around at the moment. As an ex-gamer, yes, I used to be, but unfortunately not anymore. A family came along. Kind of ruined it.
Ooh, you're on dodgy ground
I
yet
am.
again.
Bygones, so going back to the ER attractions thing, they've got a January sale on as well, so on weekdays at the moment you can get in for £5.50.
Okay.
So there you go, that's not bad.
Bricks Rugby have just been on here actually as well. They're still looking for some music that they can use for backing for Rugby Clips videos. They'll credit the artists on that. So if you are a musical composer and you would like to get your music featured on a video, get in touch with them.
And they're good videos, actually. I watch them every week.
Oh, right.
That's how I keep up with Bricks and Rugby.
So get on there. All the details are there. What else?
If you're getting onto them, you might as well retweet their picture that they've got out at the moment. So Bricks and Rugby Club, they do a tweet pretty much every Monday when there's a home game, and you can win 2 tickets to go see this Saturday's game, and you get 6 beer tokens as well. So it's definitely worth a retweet on that one.
Beer tokens.
6 beer tokens, yeah.
It's a separate non-taxable currency.
Yes. You get 6 pints of beer and 2 tickets to watch rugby. What's not to
Absolutely
like on
nothing
that
at all.
one?
Good stuff. Right, now we've been talking about Twitter, the analytics, the sort of the back end systems which are available and for free as well.
Yeah.
Now the information that you get, what can you actually do with it?
Okay, so on the very first page, the very first thing you see is your impressions. So it gives you a graph, and I mean, I'm looking at the last 28 days. So I can see last Monday we had 11,295 impressions on our Twitter account, on TorbayHour Twitter account.
Wow.
You compare that to the 22nd, so the Monday just before Christmas, which was always going to be a quiet one, but then we had 2,252. So we can see how quiet Christmas was. The first Monday, Monday December the 29th, we had 10,000 impressions, and then going up we had 11. So we can see that through the year we are growing again.
Right.
And going from there. I mean, you can do that from, I can look back over January, December, all the way back to September last year.
Now, the kind of tweets which you're sending out aren't necessarily the ones that have got the photographs and all that kind of information that we've been talking about when we've had our social media experts in.
Yeah.
They are far more either repeating someone's information, or they're saying, here is something which you may find useful, as opposed to being something which I might send out, which might be a photograph. Yesterday we went to Topsham and sent out a photograph of a sort of beautiful sunset scene and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Very different, but you got a chance here to actually look at how many people are engaging with it or responding to it.
Yeah, and you can do that by tweet. So the right below the graphs showing you all that data about your impressions and things like that, it's broken down by tweet. So I can see we did a tweet out earlier saying, tune in now to the TorbayHour radio show sponsored by the Babin, broadcasting live from the Music Mill now. And that had 20 impressions and 4 people engaged with it. So we had a 20% engagement rate.
Right.
So, so that is a brilliant engagement rate.
And by that you mean they've actually clicked on the link, followed through, and are listening?
Yeah.
Right.
Or they've clicked on the Babicom In link, or they've clicked on the Music Mill link. So they've done something with that tweet. It might just be they favourited it, or they might have retweeted it. So you can do your own test. We can sit here every Monday and we can say, right, you can, if you tweet out a photo of a cake, it will go further than if you just say, I've got cake. Yeah, so you can do the test yourself. You can do a tweet, got cake, and then a day later or so, tweet out a picture of a cake and see which one does better.
Right.
We can say TorbayHour does really well for your tweets. You can test it. You don't have to believe what everyone says to you, because your business might not work like that. You might have something else that gets people engaged, but now you can actually see what that is.
Right. And this is where it gets really serious in terms of how you can use that information for getting stuff out. So it might be photographs of things you've got in a shop. It could be the view from a hotel bedroom or a bar or something like that.
Yeah.
And food, I guess food is one of the things really, which is if you're a pub or a restaurant and you tweet a photograph of Sunday lunch, yes, that is guaranteed to get some results, or certainly some engagement.
Yeah, and if it's not, then you'll not engage. If you're not getting the engagement, then you may be able to look at how you are engaging with your customers. Are you just preaching? Are you stood like behind your computer tweeting and not actually replying to anyone else and having that interaction and building that interaction? Or are you going out and chatting to people? Yeah, TKI.net are brilliant at that. They go out every day and, we'll get 15 tweets a day because they'll tweet 15 people and we'll be in that chat and it's just, hello.
Yeah. But then this goes straight back to, I think, one of the first weeks that we had a social media expert in saying that it is about the content. It's not just about sending out a blatant advert.
Yeah.
Buy widgets.
Yeah. Because
people just go, oh, it's an advert.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas if I think one of the first tweets I ever got involved with was someone who tweeted a recipe for, I think it was bourbon biscuits. And I thought, right, I'll have a go. I'll try and make them.
There you go. And did you do them? I
did. And then I tweeted a photograph back of my appalling burnt results.
But that is engagement. You engaged with that tweet. That's an incredible thing to do. If you can get people actually taking something of your tweet, doing something with it, and then replying to you, then that's an incredible thing to do. That is some real good engagement.
But this is where the skill involved in trying to get that kind of message into 140 characters is so important, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But then you can use pictures, you can use loads of other things. The other day we had Nick Ellison in, and he Canva.com. That is my new favourite website. It is just ridiculous how much stuff I've done on there in the last week or so, because you can do so much with it, and you can, in your tweet, you can put a lot more than 140 characters, because you can put a picture and you can put a comment next to it just by using Canva or a website like it, and designing a picture just for Twitter or a picture just for Facebook.
Right.
So it's definitely worth checking out.
Okay, I think it's time we caught up with one of these.
The 140-second pitch. Sponsored by Torbay Discount Card. Torbay's community discount card.
Okay, the 140-second pitch, it does what it says on the tin. You have 140 seconds to tell us about your business. Next up, we're getting Immaculate.
In the last 4 years, Immaculate has been in research and development. We've been supporting small local business through self-catering holiday homes, raising awareness of how vital that the self-catering is to the local environment. By providing a sumptuous picnic on arrival for all holiday visitors, not only does it enhance the actual arrival of the holiday visitors to have a lovely feast when they get there, which is like a treat anyway, but it's also putting vital economy back into the local community. Many businesses do go an extra mile and provide a little pack or small hampers, but as an independent business, the consumer does not know how good these welcome offers will be. Eventually, as Immaculate has been talking about it over the years, people are now starting to do it in a big way. But what Immaculate will do will give the confidence of a brand and the authenticity of the offer, so that the consumer can trust an independent business offering an immaculate solution, and that they will get a truly wonderful surprise that will not only boost the local economy, but also enhance the arrival of holiday visitors. This is putting money back directly into the community, which is making high growth for the small local business and obviously creating jobs. So there is a moral ground to what immaculate really means, and that's really what we're trying to do. So people are slowly joining me. I've been talking about it for a long time. A lot of people have been saying, well, why can't we, well, why hasn't anybody done it then? And my answer to that is, well, why hasn't anybody done that? Because there's a lot of revenue which needs to go back into the communities, into small business, which will give them high growth and sustain them through the kind of environment that we're actually dealing with today. So that's really what Immaculate's all about. My website is www.aluxurycornwall.co.uk. My telephone number is 07982 181 270. If anybody would like to ask me any questions on what this can actually mean for them, I will personally talk to them privately about where they can actually benefit quite a lot from this. My Twitter is @LynHughes.
Well done, Lynn. Couple of seconds spare there, but I think that was close enough. We'll let her off there.
Yeah.
It is the TorbayHour radio show. 20 to 9.
It's going quick.
My word. Where is tonight going? It is the 12th of January, so if you've got questions, if you've got anything you would like to know about the analytical data, and it sounded like quite a dry subject, but actually there's a lot of information you can get from the analytical data from Twitter to help your business. I was just saying, actually, a moment ago, we were talking about how you can maximise your reach if that's what you're particularly interested in doing. Are you better off, if I wanted to include you, am I better off doing the hashtag for TorbayHour or tagging you with the @TorbayHour?
The answer to that is I don't know. You can test it for yourself. You can do a couple of tweets, one with @TorbayHour and one with #TorbayHour. My general feeling is the hashtag will probably go further because there are more people looking at the hashtag. People at home do look at the # TorbayHour as well as us. If you tweet us and we retweet it, I don't know if that will have a further reach than like the hashtag and we retweet it.
Okay. But we need a correspondent to try this within the next few minutes and let us know, don't we? Try it, please, at home.
There you go.
Try it. So also I want to talk a little bit about some of the other applications because things like Hootsuite, what we've touched on before, things like TweetDeck as well, seem on the surface, and I'm not asking you to answer this right now because I'm going to play a song in a sec, they seem on the surface to offer more functionality than Twitter Basic.
Yes, they do.
Well, that was easy, wasn't it? That's the last 20 minutes gone. Right.
Oh, there's still loads more to talk about on analytics, and you could talk about analytics for 2-3 hours easy.
Right, we'll play a tune and we'll come back and try and cram it into about 15 minutes.
It's not fair the way you look at her right there. The thing she has that I don't have. What is that? Why not me? Why am I always left to breathe all alone in a deep blue sea with nobody? Oh, if I could open up the sky. What do you see in her? She's not worth all of your love. Whoa, please don't pretend that you love me. Don't fake yourself to anyone else. Oh, if I could open up the sky. sky. Oh, if I could open up your mind. She's gonna hurt you. She's gonna hurt you. She's gonna desert you. She doesn't deserve you. Yeah, she's gonna burn you. She's gonna burn you. She's gonna burn you. Oh, she's gonna burn you. Because it's not fair the way you look at her right there. The things she has that I don't have. Oh, what is that? Oh, if I could open up the sky. Oh, if I could open up the sky.
Sensational voice, Holly Morwenna, and that's Open Up the Sky. We want your request, by the way. The acts that we play are all originated in Devon. So if you're a Devon artist, if you want to get your music on the radio, get some feedback from it. Adam Isaac was in just before Christmas, and he said that he wants to use the TorbayHour radio show to start getting some real feedback from people on his new material. So we're going to get some new stuff in 2015 to play you before anybody else, so you can tell Adam what you think of it. So if you are an artist, send us your songs. We could be playing you in the next couple of weeks. And also, if you've got requests for songs that you've heard on the show, then we're happy to play them. It's as easy as that. It's just up to 9. Now, I know that John at Dot's Pantry is particularly concerned to be finished by 9 o'clock, which of course it will be, because apparently Broadchurch is on.
The TV. There's a radio show on, please, people.
Absolutely crazy. If you're listening on the Listen Again feature, or TorbayHour Plus, as we're now going to call it, on the YouTube channel, then if you suddenly go, Broadchurch, it could be 10 o'clock in the morning. So
don't panic.
Too late. Don't panic.
You can get it on Sky, on, where's it, the iPlayer, for the full experience.
Whatever. Don't worry about it now. Now, you were saying that we've only just scratched the surface with analytics. Delve down a bit further. What can we do?
Yeah, so we've, so far we've been talking about it, three-quarters of an hour. We've looked at one page and we've not even looked at everything on that page. If you look at the top line, that's all we've looked at is tweets. If you go across, you can click on followers, and what that does, I touched on it earlier, it shows you a lot more about your followers and the people that follow you.
Okay.
And it shows you your growth on those followers. So I can go back to when can I go back to 27th of February last year and see how we've grown over the last 12 months, which is great. You can see if you've done a specific push, if you've done a specific offer, if you've done something during that time, you can see if it's worked on your followers. But what you can also see is the location of your followers, the gender of your followers, who your followers also follow, their interests and where they're from, and a lot of things. What that means is, if you know who your followers are, you can tailor your tweets to those people. So 64% of our followers are male and 36 female. So there's not a massive gender swing either way. So there's no point us tailoring all our tweets towards male followers. But if you've got a football club, you might find that that's a lot higher than ours, obviously. You might be surprised by how many female followers you've got, and you might want to build on that and tweet a bit more at the female followers. You can also see where in the world they are. You might be surprised to find that you've got ones in other countries and like the cities that people are in. So 5% of our followers are in Plymouth, and 3% are in Exeter, and funnily enough, 3% are in Torquay. 16% is in London. So I guess that there's something wrong there, but I can't tell.
But that could be that's IP addresses and where people are logging onto things.
It might also be that when people create their account, they're not saying exactly where they are.
Sure.
So,
one of the things which I find interesting as well is when you look at the media that people are following, it also allows you to make decisions about where you place. You might want to place press advertising, or think about radio or TV advertising, and you can see also where the people that are following you are getting their media information from.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so for instance, 49% of our followers follow Devon Life. So if we were to do an advert, it might be worth putting one in Devon Life. Or the next one is the Herald Express at 34%. So actually putting an advert, as you say, into Devon Life will probably be more successful for us than putting it in the Herald Express.
Right.
Because most of our followers are interested in what the Devon Life are talking about. You would gather from that information. It's also, I can see that top interests of business and news and comedy and the United Kingdom and business and finance.
Business and comedy kind of works on this show.
No comedy.
Oh, okay. No,
it's me that does the laughing. I don't know about anybody else. I could theoretically tailor a tweet to someone talking about business, aiming it at the male gender, tagging Devon Life into that tweet, and I might grow. That tweet might reach more people, or I might grow my followers as a result because it would reach people that have a similar interest in what I say or in what I'm saying.
Now, I just clicked on something while you were talking there, and I found the app manager. What other apps can you bolt into this? And presumably some of these actually are then going to be ones that you probably have to part with some hard-earned.
Probably, yeah. And as for other apps, I don't know.
Well,
I obviously need to look into this a lot more. I do a little bit of it when I can and things like that, but I've not delved into it enough. I'm trying to sort of open it up now. So you can use optimized creatives. That's interesting. I need to look into that then.
Interesting. I've taught you something.
I mean, that might just be building your own app, because if you click on add app, then you've got select a platform for your app, and Android, iPhone and iPad. So that might be something I need more then.
Now, one of the things, again, which I've found quite useful is the ability to export the data. So you can actually sort of belch it out into a spreadsheet and sort of look at it offline later on.
Yeah, exactly. You might have the phrase that I saw a while ago was that can be measured can be managed. So if you can measure more things on your Twitter feed, then you can manage it a lot better than just going, I want to get X amount of followers. You might go, right, okay, with this campaign I want to reach a lot more people, or I might want to grow this or grow that, and or gain more favourites and things like that. All of those are mapped on the app.
Right, now on the side of the page you've got these little graphs as well, which sort of show peaks and troughs, and this is where I kind of get obsessed with wanting to have these big kind of stacks of data on there. But I'm approaching it from the wrong way, because I'm just thinking, wow, I just want numbers. That's all it is. But actually, I don't really. What I want is the quality of those things.
It's you're right, but it's also in so much that if you can have high quality, but if nobody's clicking on it, then you're wasting your time.
True.
If you've got low quality, but a lot of people are clicking on it, then you might be doing something right that you're not sure on.
Now, one other thing, I mean, this might be moving away from analytics, but during things like Eurovision or sometimes TV programs and stuff like that, I'll tweet something and then someone from the other side of the planet will respond. But I haven't obviously included them in it. I'm bearing in mind, I just genuinely don't know. How do you search for, or how have they picked up the fact that I've tweeted something? I think in the last Eurovision I put, well, do wherever it is really want to actually win this competition, bearing in mind the economics of putting it on.
Yeah.
And someone from there picked it up and said, no, we don't. You can keep it.
It might be that there's some. I mean, in my day job, I do. I've got about 6 searches that I do every day. And it picks up storage Devon, storage Torbay, things like that.
Now, is this where the other apps outside of the main Twitter website or Twitter program, whatever it is, do a lot more for you than just the main thing?
Yeah, you can do it in the Torbay app. The Twitter app. Or the Twitter website, should I say. You can do searches and you can save them, but it's a lot more labour intensive. I use Hootsuite. And so every day I go in, I open up my Hootsuite account, I click on a tab, and it'll show me about 4 or 5 columns with just those searches in. So if anyone tweets storage and Devon in the same thing, in the same tweet, then I see it. Or storage Exeter or space Exeter or anything. You can set those up to be whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
So it might just be that person was... you might have used a hashtag. You might have done hashtag Eurovision 2014. It might be that they were specifically looking for people talking about that country. So there's a lot of ways that tweet could have been found, really.
Right, okay. Got to be far more careful when I say this stuff out there. So, careless tweets cost lives.
Indeed.
Well, and on a serious point, they will not cost lives necessarily, but certainly they can cost jobs and stuff like that.
A lot of people have lost their job because of tweets and stuff like that, just being stupid and tweeting on the company account when they're drunk.
Perish the thought. We shall move.
I stay away from TorbayHour then.
Yes, absolutely. No, let's go back to the feed that's coming in tonight. What have we got coming in?
Okay, so Spark World, they've been promoting their wares. I think it was a Hoover I saw earlier, so they're always good to look up for if you do need anything like that. Paint and Zoo, they've got a temporary trainee bird keeper on job going at the moment. So
right.
If you're looking to get into that industry, that's not a bad job to get, is it? A trainee temporary bird keeper, you're going to get trained and you're going to get a taste for the job, and then if you don't like it at the end, it's only going to be for a short time.
I wonder if there's a kind of career progression. You move from birds on to monkeys, I don't know, and then you end up with lions.
I think you can move around once you're there, but yeah, there might be. I don't know what the progression would be on that.
Go from birds to primates.
Start off on cockroaches.
You never know. I tell you what, who we've not heard from this year is the Paint and Poet.
No.
We need the poet laureate of the TorbayHour to be sort of giving us a poem. I tell you what, mate, you got 3 minutes.
You got 3 minutes if you're listening.
It's a bit of a task, isn't it? We need something for 2015 to get us underway from the poet laureate for the TorbayHour. What else we got?
The veg expert has been on. He does growing solutions consultancy. So if you're looking to get a veg patch in your garden at the moment, he's the one to speak to on that one. Millie and Me, Sophie's been on. She's got a pink banana on the 31st of January. That's where it's basically Millie and Me after hours. The cocktail years.
A lock-in in a cake shop.
Yeah.
Oh!
With cake, can't beat it.
My word. My word.
Nigel Hicks photo. He's looking forward to seeing everyone this year, so say hi to him. PSP Torquay, I hear that he had a great year last year. He's beat all his targets after 6 months, and TorbayHour are claiming some of that because of the stories I've heard. He met someone through TorbayHour and has done good business from it. So congratulations, Andy, on that one. Macmillan Devon, they're asking if anyone has got their head office or their only office in Torbay. And John Lake Torquay was recommending the services of ATSI JM Leasehold.
Right. It has been a busy one. There's been a noticeable increase in the last few weeks. Obviously, the Christmas period sort of slowed things down a little bit.
Yeah, we always expected that.
But, yes, so tell your friends, if you've not listened in to the TorbayHour radio show before, hopefully you found the information that we've got in the show interesting. We're always looking for guests as well. So, as we said earlier on, sort of part joking, we've had solicitors, we've had estate agents, we've had the police, we've had poets, we've had cake people, you name it. If you're involved in something which you think people would be interested in, then please get in touch. Also, our 140-second pitches, the accounts of the week as well. And it's important to note, we don't charge for this.
No, it is all completely free, as is TorbayHour.
So make the most of it. Start shouting about what you're doing. Let's make 2015 a really, really big year for business in Torbay and South Devon. I think those green shoots of the economy are kind of beginning to get noticed.
Yeah, we're getting there.
And I tell you what, I'm loving the fact that the price of petrol and diesel is coming down.
It'll be under £1 soon.
It was on the news earlier today. There was a petrol station somewhere just near London, predictably, has got fuel for under £1.
Oh, wow.
It won't be long. It won't be long. What is it? I think 106 or something?
I know diesel was 114 today.
Still too much. Still too much. But anyway, so let's make 2015 a massive year in Torbay and South Devon. Has the Paint and Poet been able to crack it?
Oh, I don't know.
in
Hang
the
on.
Final few seconds of the show.
Right, hang on. I'm tapping away.
Somehow, I don't think
If I could type.
he'll do it just after the show, I can guarantee it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, John, it's almost time for Broadchurch. You go off and enjoy that. You can enjoy the show again via the Listen Again feature.
While it rains, just plan. When it shines, just do. 2015 will be great for both me and for you.
Oh, you've done it! Cracking job. And just bang on time. Catch you next week.
TorbayHour Radio Show, brought to you by the Babacom Inn Christmas Party Night.